Hello, my divine, infinite human being trail that is, ever has been, and ever shall be. And today I'm giving you an update on America, the state of America. This is a state address, the state of America, breaking news. And very interesting times. You know, everything in America is so beautiful. Here I am in a local restaurant, and it's so easy compared to where I live in Sicily and outside of the country. You know, the temperature's perfect, and there's nice music playing, and the menus have such wonderful food on it. And you know, the cars are luxurious. They're big cars, and you know, they're automatic, everything. They even tell you if you move outside the lane and if you're too close and where to park. And the roads are just, you know, just you get on them and drive, and it's very kind of peaceful and I'd say almost surreal. It's very easy, and of course everyone has one of these, you know, and I just bought a new one, I'll even admit it, because I found out I could have a nice camera without putting I could choose not to have 5G on it. So, but let me tell you, you're in a time loop. It is all being spun around you, lulling you to sleep with its the ease of it all. And it's so easy because your cell phones do so much for you. You can pay with them. You can see everything you need to do. You can tell it, remind it to do this for you. Everything is easy breezy here. Kiki's about to get some of her water. Thank you so much. There's some water, Kiki. But okay, thank you. The waiters are so responsive. I mean, it's totally different from the world I come in. But let me tell you, and I'm covered in sunshine now, all right? Because I've been here a week. When I came here, I was filled with energy, and people just being around me started to wake up. I activated something in them, and they were talking about this and that and very responsive to me. And it was wonderful. And I did the body, mind, and spirit too this weekend, and you know, I felt called. I really got that I was supposed to do that, and I met wonderful, you know, one of my family, the Infinite Human family. She read my book, Jenny Law. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming up and seeing me and Kiki, and you know, that's worth everything. But being in these lower frequencies, because they're comfortable frequencies, and there's a silent enemy around. And I'll just tell you what I felt. At first I was full of vitality, and I have my inner sounds humming, which is like listening to, you know, Beethoven and Bach and Mozart in my head. So if you think I'm strange, I am. But that's called the music of the spheres, and it's a normal part of being attuned to the higher dimensions. So but I've been feeling extremely tired. Yes, I've been jet lagged, but I've been pulled on and more pulled on and more pulled on, and my joints and muscles have been very, very stiff. Even though I do yoga every day, there's just not that same flexibility. I went to the Apple store, okay, and I bought everything Apple because I needed a new computer and a camera, because I'm moving into filmmaking on this channel. And after I walked out, I literally was looking for my car. I couldn't ground myself because it was winter. I usually take my shoes off and hug a tree or something. And then I had to just stop, and I almost passed out. I got in the car, and I had some food left over, and I shoved it down my throat, and there were beets, and it was from an organic restaurant. So, but I've had to eat a lot more and drink a lot more just to keep myself buffered. And silly me, I didn't have the sunshine on because I hadn't been needing it in Italy. I thought, oh, it's fine, I've transmuted all this. So now I've got the sunshine on today. I feel much better, but my point is, it's draining your battery. You know, in the Matrix, when he holds up a battery, you're a battery. So now I'm realizing that if you've read my book, I'm Elizabeth Monroy. I'm the author of The Infinite Human and also the talk show, The Infinite Human Talk Show. Now, a lot of the old world that everyone's now finding out about, and I had David Icke on my talk show, and all the old loose beast harvest systems are being dismantled because they were organic and the frequencies were naturally low enough that all these beastie machines could harvest our loosh. Now they've installed the frequency fence is dissipating the natural one, and that's why all this rush to get us into the technology. That's why Elon, the muskrat, has put the SpaceX around our planet, because it is a frequency fence, intense. And these devices, beam steer the obviously the EMF waves, and the chemtrails hold that low frequency in place. And of course everyone's on their devices, so that's just when you're in populated areas, especially in cities. And I'm out in the suburbs now, which I feel much better, but I was in Cincinnati for 2 days and in a convention center around people all the time, and it just pulls your energy, and they're draining you. They are using your energy to fuel them, okay, the fallen angelics, the parasites. They're parasiting your energy in these, especially the more dense the population, okay? So just be aware of that. If you go out, I've kind of been like a 9 to 5 day, because I'll go out in the morning and it takes me a half an hour to drive every place that I need to do. So if I do 5 things, at the end of the day, I spend 5 or 6 hours just to do things that I walk around in Italy to do, because Europe's like that. So, but when you're in this, they're siphoning off your life force, and that's why many of you come home drained. Now, there are people that don't. I was in the Apple store, and this wonderful guy, Amanda, I'm so glad he was there. He was helping me. They're being bathed with these EMF waves every day, and they're fine. But know what you're looking at, because starseeds, and this is for premium starseeds who are on the organic Christic ascension path, restoring your divine organic blueprint to its 12-stranded, DNA, and you're using the eternal encryption, okay, of the plasma rainbow energies that are coming in. And the more you're in organic life, the more you restore your template. So for someone like me who spends all my time in the sun, in the waters that are carrying the frequencies, whether it's the Mother Ocean or the hot volcanic oceans, or I'm getting ready to go down to the Yucatan, the Bacalar, the cenotes there that comes up from the inner earth, that is restoring your template and creating bioregenesis. So you are not aging, so you're feeling better, you're dropping the lower densities and able to hold higher frequencies. Now, these people that are at home in the AI frequencies are being transhumanized. That's why they're fine. They look good, and they might even be like really thin and do yoga and drink and eat all the GMO foods, and they're at home in it, and that's their choice. They may not be aware of what they're choosing, but as I wrote in my book, this whole AI net is eventually, it's going to be sloughed off, siphoned off like a scab as the true earth begins to rise. But as you get so involved, as you put all your energy into the crypto, it's just another form of the death cult, okay? Yes, it's not run by the satanic parasites that we've seen die off, and we're talking about the, Rockefeller, Prince Philip, Rothschild, all that. They're leaving, and they knew this time would come, but now that new ones are taking the place, and everything they're doing is with our AI. They want everyone to be in this wonderful lulled Truman soul, so you just feel like everything's okay, and your body begins to contort and conform to that finite. It is a form of ascension, but it's not the true ascension. It's a finite ascension, and it's a finite ascension of transhumanizing you into a a artificial time loop again, which will then eventually fall into phantom. Yeah, phantom, you heard me. Phantom, Earth, phantom, into the parallel universes where you will be fed upon. Now, depending on your rank, of course, they want that because the higher up you are, they feed on you, so they feel fine because they're parasiting off of you, and they want to keep prolonging that, and they need you. But really, that's not a good place to go. So you need to be aware of, it might be a little bit rougher to get out in nature at first, but if you can pull yourself away from this addiction, because it is an addiction, the wonderful lifestyle where you're living it up, and you have your little digital world, and you have your digital money, and you're eating your digital, your replicated, your GMO food. And when you get out, if you're really used to that, now for me, that's horrible. I'm having such a hard time. I'm bathed in sunshine and I'm adapting. But to those that are used to it, it's going to be hard. But, if you can get out of the cities, exodus, movement of the people, get out to the country, get into a little town, spend your time. And now the one good thing about AI is that most people can work online. You can talk to your company, you can work online. So that means even though you're online, you can be out in a jungle, you can be out in the country, you can be out in a forest, you can be walking barefoot, you can be getting the sun, you can be with what's real. So that's what I recommend very, very much. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Great. Okay. Thank you. I'm trying to be vegan, and it looks so perfect, but it's real. But it will fill my tummy for a few minutes until I get down to Cancun, so Sunday. And then I'll broadcast from there. But this is the advice I give you. Keep cash flowing, guys. You don't want to get so you don't have money to get out. Gold and silver, I can't tell you how much money I've made on it this year because I followed my intuition. I took everything out of stocks and all that. That's not real. You've got to get real. You've got to be true, authentic to yourself.
Everything come down looking good?
Yeah, I'm going to look at it right now.
Would you like any salt, pepper, or hot sauce or anything?
No, I'm fine. Thank you very much. So, I want to tidy this up. And I think I've said everything I wanted to say, but it might be, and if you can start a business out there, we need people that can grow food, make food, real food. We need to get out in the country. We need to create places where people can come, even just for a day to visit. When you just get out of these big cities, the energy is much higher. And if you want to leave the country, I have lots of videos about that. Okay, so please join my website, www.emilyhuman.com. Ciao for now from America.